Erin.
I don't think she can hear us.
Well, I guess we should introduce ourselves. My name is Taylor Bezos, and I am the assistant producer, and I will also be acting in tonight's festival.
And my name is Andrew Amon, and I am also an assistant producer.
And that is Erin, the producer of tonight's event. We have a great show lined up for you.
Hello?
Will?
Yeah, it's me. I don't know why I look like a cat.
Will, can you just turn that off?
I'm here live, guys. I promise I'm not a cat.
Is there something you needed? We're trying to introduce the show.
Oh, wait, are you guys like recording right now?
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
So anyway, we have a great assortment of original works for you today, all around our central theme of infatuation and our twist of perspective.
Without further ado, introducing Spring 2021's Festival24.
Thank you.
Oh my God, Christy!
Hey.
Oh my God, you guys, it's so great to see you again.
Yeah, no shit. How long have you been holed up in East Nebraska?
47 weeks, 6 days, and 7 hours.
Wow. Is the COVID situation still bad there?
Oh, it's awful. East Nebraska is the only state where it's illegal to wear masks in public. We started off as the third worst in the country in November, but Thanksgiving really pushed us over the top. We currently have the most cases per capita nationwide, which is super cool because it's the first time we've been ranked first at anything.
Wow. Didn't you say you'd be coming back to Cornell this semester, though?
I did say that. Then Martha emailed me to let me know that I'm legally classified as a biohazard, and if I set foot on campus, Cuomo will have a SWAT team shut the whole school down. It's okay though. Hundreds of vaccines arrived today, and by the end of the month, the state plans to vaccinate a single guy named Brad. At this rate, I'll be good to return to campus in 5 years.
Oh, okay. You said you had news to share?
Ooh, I'm dying to hear some news that isn't about a graph going up in new and terrifying ways.
Well,
Specifically news about a new man?
Oh.
well,
Wait, aren't you like scavenging wild mushrooms to avoid going to the grocery store? How did you scavenge a whole boyfriend?
it's kind of a long story.
And didn't you tell us you swiped left on every guy in the state the first day you got home?
Every guy?
It's East Nebraska. There's like 3 of them. And I'll catch you guys up on everything. It's just a little complicated, so I made a PowerPoint.
Oh my God, show me.
There better be pictures of this guy.
I thought you said the whole gay thing means you can't tell if a man's attractive.
Yeah, but I still like to judge.
Just give me 1 second.
You're making us wait on purpose.
Here you go.
What?
Oh, can you not see it? Oh, well, it says, I'm dating a ghost.
What?
Is that maybe a figure of speech or a pet name?
Hey,
or
Christy, is that someone knocking on your door? I think you better go check it out.
I don't hear anything.
What about now?
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna go answer that.
Sounds great. Don't worry if you don't see anyone. The people of East Nebraska are famously shy. Just keep standing out there, make sure they know they're welcome. Leo, what the fuck do we do?
what do you mean?
Christy says she's dating a ghost.
And how do you know she's not?
Because ghosts aren't real.
Says who?
Everyone.
They say Christie's house is one of the most haunted buildings in East Nebraska.
No, it can't be because most implies at least 3 haunted buildings, which there aren't because A, there are actually 0 haunted buildings because ghosts aren't real, and B, there aren't even 3 buildings in East Nebraska.
Becca.
This isn't the Christy we know. Something's happened to her. She used to be smart.
Becca.
I know what happened to her. She spends 11 months of her life by herself at home, and she loses all sense of perspective. You'd think she'd be used to being alone. She's a physics major, for God's sake. Or she foraged the wrong mushroom and she's hallucinating. She's not in the right state of mind. We gotta call 911.
Becca,
What?
remember that one night we all got drunk and Christy asked us about our deepest fears?
Yeah?
I said heights, Christy said spiders, and then we got to you and you were all, I fear the unthinking oblivion that follows death. And then Christy started crying into her margarita, which you then took from her and drank anyway.
No.
What I'm trying to say is, if ghosts were real, wouldn't it be nice? I know you worry about Christy a lot, but you said it yourself. Christy is smart. She knows what she's doing. Maybe the one who needs to change their way of thinking is you.
I worry about Christy a normal amount.
So you didn't text me at 2:11 a.m. and I quote, wow, Leah, Christy is so goddamn.
If I agree to change my way of thinking, will you never read the next word of that text?
Yes.
Consider it changed. If you're right, which you're not, I just want to know one thing. How do they have sex?
So what are you guys talking about?
Ghost sex.
Nothing. Becca and I are very interested in how you two found each other.
Yeah, I'm really interested in how he finds himself inside.
Becca, I think you're having audio problems. How sad.
Oh no, is Becca okay?
I'm sure she's fine. Tell me about your new boyfriend.
Our relationship began the way most relationships do, when I realized he'd been watching me in my home for years without me knowing.
When did you first realize he was there?
Someone in my house kept knocking things over. Water glasses, flower pots, my laundry. He was trying to get my attention.
Don't you own a cat?
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
How often do you two talk?
About twice a day on my Ouija board. Casper always has such funny things to say.
I'm sorry, Casper?
Yes? God, Becca, don't be ghostist.
You know what? I'm sorry. That was insensitive of me. I'm sure Casper was a perfectly common old-timey name.
Exactly.
Do you know when he was born?
1982.
Why does he stay in your house?
There's a pandemic on.
Is there something strong that prevents him from moving on?
Rent's too high everywhere else.
Can you make him appear right now?
No.
Why not?
He's changing.
Changing how?
His pants got dirty.
You know what? I tried to see things from a new perspective. I really tried. But I cannot believe that your ghost boyfriend spilled spooky barbecue on his haunted khakis and is now floating there in his great bratty pants.
Becca,
Hey, Casper, don't even bother with the pants. I want to see that ghostly booty bounce.
Becca, you are harassing my
I
boyfriend.
want to see the phantom fanny, the apparition's ass, the cheeks so choice they have their own coffin, the glowing white peach.
If you would just stop.
Oh my God, you are both so dumb.
Excuse me, I'm dumb? Which one of us is dating a ghost?
Which one of you thinks Christy thinks she's dating a ghost?
What?
Becca, I'm really sorry. I made the whole thing up.
I mean, that's great, but why?
I've been so lonely. I see you two hanging out with people at school while I've been remote this entire time, and I feel like you're forgetting about me. Becca, I've had a crush on you since forever, so it feels even worse. So I guess I tried to make you jealous.
You like me?
Yeah?
You also. I like you too. And I'm sorry I made you feel like I'd forgotten you.
I'm sorry for Casper.
I have been waiting so long for this, you guys have no idea. I gotta say though, why a ghost?
I haven't spoken to a human being outside my family in person in months. I open Word docs just to have Clippy talk to me. Social skills aren't where they used to be.
I like you anyway. Wait, Leah, you knew this entire time. What was all that bullshit about changing my viewpoint or whatever?
If you'd looked at it from my viewpoint, I think everything was pretty obvious.
Really?
2 years I've been waiting. I've been reading your angsty texts about each other. Maybe I wanted to enjoy myself for once.
I don't think I was ever angsty.
It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep because I'm too busy thinking about Becca's beautiful. I want to see that ghostly booty bounce. Jesus Christ, those two deserve each other.
I'd say it ended when he called my mom a bitch.
I didn't think I'd get fired for it. I know it was personal. My manager hated me.
And then he was gone. One moment he was always cooking me dinner, taking me to the movies, calling me. Then I was staring at this box, and his sister was telling me to leave.
My mom and I are best friends. I didn't get out much in middle school because everyone thought I was weird. Once before school, you know how everyone would stand in circles to talk, waiting for the last minute to go inside? Once I tried to join it.
Oh, what happened?
They asked me if I was stalking them because I'd been looking over and trying to find a way in.
Oh.
I'm sorry. That's awful.
I cried.
Middle school girls are the worst. I remember this one time.
Ed, this is Maggie's story. You have to wait your turn.
Right? Sorry. Go ahead, Maggie.
All right. My mom picked me up early. I faked a stomach ache and we got ice cream.
That is so sweet.
Right? We're close. I tell her everything. I gave her the key to my apartment when I moved. Told her to come over whenever.
And Peter didn't like that?
And Peter didn't like that. He was so good in so many ways. He knew how to cheer me up. He introduced me to his friends. He talked to people on the phone just so I didn't have to.
Oh, that sounds just like Bill.
It's great. But he hated that my mom was always over. He hated that I told her when we fought, that I told her that he hated that I told her things.
I mean, I don't think I'd like that either, to be honest.
But you wouldn't call her a bitch. That's a little too far.
I know.
He wasn't right for that.
I know.
Okay, but come on. You guys were living together. She wasn't a part of that. She didn't need to be.
I wanted her to be. What if he left? Who would I have if I didn't have her? His friends were nice, but they were his friends first. And I don't know anyone. I'm weird. I'm a stalker. I'm on the outside.
Okay, but still.
Stop it.
So he'd gotten this new job at the same place my mom works, except he started as a supervisor, and she didn't like that.
Why not?
She'd been working there for years, and they passed her up for him.
Okay, that does suck.
He started telling me how he'd act at work. He'd flirt with people on the job, the receptionist, the higher ups.
Bastard.
And I finally told him to stop. And he acted like he didn't even know what I was talking about.
Double bastard.
He told me my mom was lying to me, that she just didn't like him and wanted to keep me to herself. He said she was jealous. She's my mother. She wasn't jealous. She wouldn't lie to me. I didn't think she'd lie to me. He said she was a bitch and that if I believed her over him, that I was a bitch too.
Was your mom lying?
I told him to leave, not to come back, and I'd mail stuff wherever and that I wouldn't talk to him.
Was your mom lying?
And then he was gone.
I used to be a barista at that little shop on State, Juju's Coffee. I know it's a dumb name.
I think I went there once. My mom got a mocha. She always gets mochas.
It was fine working there, not too hard. The customers suck, but that's true anywhere.
Oh, I could never deal with shitty customers when I worked at Macy's. Even in high school, I'd either cry when they were mean or get too angry and have to take a break.
They weren't that bad. Some were super specific about their coffee, though. 2.5 pumps of vanilla peony and reindeer water, and a half scoop of Santa's beard hairs and quickly.
Oh, sad.
I kid. We didn't have peony water, and some of it was seasonal.
Oh my God, Christmas time was the worst.
There was this one girl, though. She was always nice, tipped well, smiled, said please and thank you. Her name was Amanda.
Sounds nice.
She really was. Sometimes I would give her free drinks just because. My manager didn't like that. You have to treat the customers the same. No special treatment.
So just do it when she isn't looking.
That's exactly what I did.
And then you got fired?
Not exactly. It was something else.
What?
I looked her up on Facebook. Amanda, obviously, not my manager.
Mhm.
I wanted to send her a message, maybe ask her out. I was always too scared to say anything in front of my manager.
Well, yeah, no special treatment.
I didn't message her though. Still too scared, I guess.
I understand that.
But then I walk into work one day and there she is, Amanda. Always nice, always polite. But she was talking to my manager. She had her phone out.
Oh no.
She had my profile up on Facebook.
Oh no.
I liked some of her pictures. Sent her a friend request. I didn't think it was that weird.
It's not that weird. You wanted to be her friend.
Well, they didn't see me, but I heard her, Amanda, talking to my manager.
What was she saying?
She was saying that she didn't want to come in and get coffee anymore, that I wouldn't stop looking at her when she came in, that I acted weird when I was making her drinks. She said she was scared of drinking them.
What?
She said that this was the last straw. She didn't want me finding her online. And how did this guy know her last name? She didn't like the special treatment. And then my manager saw me. And then Amanda saw me. And she looked scared. I never thought that I was scary. I was just trying to be nice, like she was nice to me.
And then?
And then my manager told me to turn in my apron and not to come back.
And then?
And then I was gone.
We were happy. We really loved each other and it was easy. He brought me flowers. He called me when he wasn't around. He was perfect.
Like Peter was.
Like Peter was. Bill didn't get along with his family. They didn't like that he dropped out of school. They told him he was an embarrassment and he stopped talking to them.
I'd stop talking to them too if that was me.
He'd been raised in this really strict household. Homework was first thing when he got home. Trumpet practice, captain of the football team in high school until he got a concussion. Church every Sunday.
Sounds like a lot of work.
Oh, it was, and he was so tired of it. He told me the minute I could get away from it all, I did.
I mean, I can't imagine not getting tired from all that.
His sister didn't get tired. She did her homework, straight A's, played her piano, swim team, church, and Sunday school, and did chores around the house and helped out everywhere.
Perfect daughter. I bet her mom loved her.
Yeah, I think so. I never really talked with her.
She must have.
So he dropped out and he met me, another fuck up, working a shitty job, not really trying to do much better.
But doing enough.
I don't know when he told his family about me, or if he told his family about me.
They didn't know?
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
And then, boom. One day he doesn't text me. He doesn't call me. He doesn't pick up his phone.
You worried?
Of course I was worried. It was so sudden. I didn't even know until the day of the funeral what had happened.
Bill died?
And I found out in the obituaries.
Nobody called you?
Nobody knew to call me. Or that's what I like to think.
I'm sorry for your loss.
I think you're the first person to say that to me.
Well, what happened?
I see his name in the obituaries and I read all this stuff about who he was, and half of it isn't true. It's like someone was trying to erase everything about him after he dropped out. I wasn't even there.
What happened?
Well, he was in a car crash and they found his driver's license in his back pocket, called his mom, and
I'm sorry.
his family took care of everything. So I see his obituary and I see the address and I go, and I'm not wearing black. I wasn't thinking, and I get there and it's at his old church, and I'm walking up to the front to this box, and there's no one there except for his sister.
Nobody there?
I'd gotten there early, didn't even read what time it was supposed to happen. I just left.
And the sister?
Yeah, and his sister. Yeah, she sees me and she looks me up and down, and I ask, "Is that Bill?"
Yeah.
Yeah, she looked just like him. I ask, "Is that Bill?" And she purses her lips like I stink or I'm asking for money.
And then?
Yeah, and then she tells me to leave, that he wouldn't want me there, that nobody wanted me there.
And then?
And then she started screaming, "Leave, he's gone, he's not yours." And I just backed up and I went to my car and I drove away.
And then?
And then?
And then he was gone.
Okay, who wants to lead us in the Serenity Prayer?
I can do it.
Yeah.
God, grant me the serenity to
accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Thank you, Linda. Well, first off, I just want to thank everyone for coming today. Getting into this stuff isn't easy, so your willingness is a big deal. Technically, today is supposed to be a guest speaker, but Marco couldn't make it. Would people feel okay if we left it open for discussion?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Great. Awesome. Thank you for being flexible. Since it's just us three, you don't have to raise your hands. People can just jump right in.
Hi, I'm Linda, and I'm a racist.
I'm sorry, you're what?
Oh, we actually try not to interrupt during someone else's share.
I'm a racist.
And what the fuck does this have to do with recovery?
Isn't the first step admission?
Yes, Linda, to work through your racism, you first have to admit your racism.
Okay, because it took a lot for me to say that out loud.
I thought this was Recovery's Anonymous.
This definitely is a form of recovery.
No, as in Recoveries Anonymous, as in the R stands for Recoveries.
Racists Anonymous.
That's what the R stands for?
As in dismantling our white supremacy, working towards a fair and just society, etc., etc.
Bro, are you for real?
Yeah.
This is such white bullshit.
I actually find this group quite helpful.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I'm hearing your anger and frustration and the note about clearer flyers. And, you know, while this wasn't what you were expecting, you're more than welcome to stay.
Fuck no.
I mean, we don't have a speaker. You could be like our consultant for the meeting. And of course, we'd be happy to pay.
Yeah.
How much?
The guest speaking fee of $50 and a generous tip from our dues.
Well, Google Maps says my bus won't be here for another 15 minutes. Sure.
Great. All right. We're really happy to have you and your experience here.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay, so Linda, why don't you continue with your share?
Yes. I would love to hear from you, Linda.
I don't know if it's such a good idea.
Now, Linda, I know that talking about your own racism in not only white spaces can be a little intimidating or nerve-wracking, especially in front of the offended group. But consider this great experience for being held accountable in the future.
I'm just really uncomfortable.
I won't force you to share, but if we're not uncomfortable, then we're probably not
Growing. Yeah.
You know, you can just pretend like I'm not here. You know, like you normally would.
I would never do that.
Linda, remember, you can't argue your way out of racism. I lean in with love. I acknowledge your pain. I'll step in with learning and out of my shame.
Okay. Thank you, Ron, for guiding me through that moment. Thank you, new member, for approaching me with firm care.
It's Mina.
Mina. That's a beautiful name.
Thanks.
I could name my next dog that.
Linda, please don't name your fucking dog after me.
Oh my God. You're right. I'm so sorry. I'm usually not this racist out loud. Not that I'm like racist in my head, but I guess I sort of am, which is why I'm here.
Wow.
You know, I can actually share first. Hi, I'm Ron. I'm a racist.
Hi, Ron.
It had been a good couple of days. You know, I felt like me and my son were really connecting. My son's African American, by the way, watching TV together, playing video games, and I was kind of beating myself up because I felt like I ruined that.
What did you do?
Well, my son asked me to take him to a barber shop. He's almost 9, and I think he saw it on TV and really wanted to go and have that cultural moment. But I didn't understand that he wanted that specific experience. I really just thought he wanted a haircut, like a normal haircut.
Oh no.
Yep. So I took him to Supercuts.
You would take your black child to Supercuts for a normal haircut.
Laughing feels rude.
No, Mina's right to laugh. Didn't even think twice about how it could have been a mistake. He was disappointed, to say the least.
Yeah, because that's like saying there's food at home and the only thing edible is like a casserole, to keep within the metaphor.
Yeah, wait, that's a great metaphor. Do you mind if I write that down? Actually, giving you credit, of course.
I guess not.
I didn't think twice. So stupid.
Supercuts isn't all bad. Shit. I love Supercuts.
You took him there because you assumed he wanted what you want. You overwrote his desire for a good black haircut.
No, you're completely right. That's why this group is so important to me. I want him to feel welcome in our house.
How long have you had him?
Almost a year and a half?
It took you a year and a half to realize that no black child wants their haircut at Supercuts?
It's total white privilege.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm doing this so I can better relate to my coworker. She asked me if I wallpaper my home with the Confederate flag.
Okay, that's actually really funny.
Well, no. Everyone in the office teased me when I took photos of my wall and sent to HR as proof.
You're different.
And look how far you've come now from that moment.
It feels good to grow.
Exactly. I love my African American son and I love challenging my own biases, but I know, I also love being racist.
Systematically?
Well, yes. But also, no, I love being racist. I love feeling free as a white man. I love walking down the street at night and jaywalking. Fuck, I love jaywalking.
I love complaining in restaurants.
I love complaining to Amazon.
I love having makeup in my shade.
I love Tom Brady.
I love calling the police. Noise complaints, rude customer service employees, kids selling lemonade in their driveways, you name it.
Oh, I love calling the police. Being white is great. But I know I have to continually interrogate my whiteness and, call it out and stuff.
I mean, seems like you guys just really like being racist.
I do. I mean, did. It's always a work in progress, I guess.
Cool. It's just that black people don't really get meetings to unpack people treating us like shit. There's no literature or free snacks. While you guys are trigger happy with the police or up taking sidewalk space, people like me, like your son, have to deal with the shit.
You guys should.
We should what?
Make a group about being Black. This is really helpful.
I mean, we have Twitter?
No, like a group like this with the circle and a leader and snacks. This group helps me a lot and it's almost kinda fun.
I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Linda. Wow, my bus is here.
Damn. Well, we really enjoyed your thoughts today.
Thanks. Keep coming back, I guess.
We will. Wait, your money.
Fucking white people.
Have you added more to your poem yet?
Oh, well, I have. You'd like to hear it?
I'd say I have.
In sooth, it's not worth hearing.
I order you.
Ah, well then, but I won't accept any criticism. It's still a work in progress, you know. Now, this is continuing from the last verse that you heard. In spirit distinct from Helios's first quivering steps upon the horizon, spilling gold unto the land, and in spirit distinct from the fullest swell of brine, that marvellous gloom native to abyss. My love, thou art unlike and alike all. By my mark, good fairer than she Rhiannon, and more queenly still than Guinevere herself. Thine radiant strands of Anyhow, I was going to write a couple stanzas about her hair, but you don't appreciate it.
No.
You hate it.
No, it's also sweet. Very. I do like it. It's just a shame.
Don't remind me.
I'll ask.
Oh, don't.
Oi, jailer, shut it. This rotten cell's torture enough. Keep your pity to yourself. Barda don't want it.
Right. Don't want your pity.
To the halls with you, wrinkled squire.
To the halls.
We'll get you out before you see the blade.
A funny, fickle thing to be fettered on the eve of mine finale.
What?
Oh, whoa.
My horse still lives.
Huh?
Jailer told me Sweet Murph was found galloping the woods just west of where I was arrested.
A great lad, Sweet Murph. Clip clop. Will you ride him again once you are free?
First thing I'll do, ride my beautiful horse. Murph, I will return to you. To you.
A brick wall? Well, absolutely fuck me, I guess.
Oi?
Ahoy?
Oh, God. Okay. Hi?
Barda, the cell between us seems to have filled.
So it seems to. Good morrow, witch.
Hiya. Sorry, is this the Middle Ages?
Middle of what?
Because I'm trying to get to the Middle Ages, and I think I calculated wrong. Or something. Okay. How about this? Have you gotten to the bubonic plague yet?
Bubonic?
Plague? I wouldn't worry. Plagues only last 5 months.
I could use a plague. Could get some writing done. And maybe the king would die. That would be nice.
You're a writer.
A poet.
Fantastic. Okay, so I'm in English 4480, and I need your perspective. Share your thoughts on Alistair Clark's revival of vernacular literature. What are the benefits? How did it differ from previous forms? Answer in 5 to 6 pages. So yeah, just like jot down your thoughts. I can wait. What are you in for?
Witchcraft.
Slander.
Sick.
We're getting out. This bar's getting loose, and next we'll go right after that. We'll be out and away. The criminals, slander, and sorcery set loose onto the world.
Your plan when you escape jail is to become infamous criminals.
Infamous. The best kind of famous.
And we'll be astride beautiful horses.
The most beautiful.
And I'll read my dear her poem.
Her poem.
And swine will grow wings and take to the sky.
Oi.
How are you doing over there?
I can't read.
Well, it's just the one prompt I said.
I also can't write. I memorize my poems. I can draw.
All right, I guess draw me your perspective.
Which?
Yes?
What do they do with witches in your future?
They have TikToks mostly. Cottagecore type videos with mood boards and spellcrafting aesthetic stuff.
Verily I know none of your words. But it strikes my curiosity. And why are you scribing this paper, if only to get someone else to write it?
Well, I have to take this medieval lit course for my major, and if I fail this paper, I kind of fail this class, which is not good for my English major. Anyway, I didn't want to risk it, so I just decided to build a time machine to the Middle Ages and ask someone else to do it. You know?
Is that common in your future? Traveling through time?
I guess Marty McFly did it, and Bill and Ted, and the Avengers once, but those are all fictional.
So, Witch, you built a device that sends you through the fabric of time to circumvent writing this paper? I think you are in the wrong study. How about invention? The mechanisms of locomotion or whatnot? What would that be named in your future speech?
Mechanical engineer, I guess?
Yes, then go be a mechanical ingenue. Not an English major, or whatever rank of the academic army you want. This is where your fate sings from.
I'm a second semester senior.
Huzzah!
All quiet in the halls. Was I missed?
No.
Was asking Barda.
Jailer, you melon, come here.
Not playing your games today,
Yes,
Batso.
I have an intriguing offer for you, Sarah.
And what might that be?
Feast upon mine butthole. Ma, I will ride you again.
Happy for. Barda, I gave your poem more thoughts. It was lovely. It's disorganized.
Oh, Barda, is this the lover you were talking about?
No.
No. Who was that?
A being from the future.
My God.
Percival? Sorry, are you? You look like a dude. Like a certain dude, someone from my textbook.
My name.
Cool, it is you! Big fan of your stuff. Real hero stories. Some of the least boring readings in my class. You know, you might be my favorite knight. Are you just going to stare?
My God.
Sure. And this god commands you to unlock my door. And Barda's.
And now you go in. And your honor is preserved, overwhelmed by your own prisoners you were and locked in your own cell. Understand?
And my honor is preserved. Future being, did you speak truth? Am I to become a knight?
Oh yeah, I think you're the one with all the jousting, though I might be confusing you with someone else.
God, then I'll earn it.
For your ear and companionship in the days before my execution, thank you, Sir Percival.
Come on, Barda. Let's go find someone who can write.
Excellent. That will be difficult.
Tally ho!
Excelsior.
Sir, Percival.
Wait, was I really muted the whole time?
Yep.
So they didn't hear my heartfelt speech?
Nope.
Or my 3-part operetta?
Uh-uh.
Well, I guess I'll just have to do it all again.
No.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.